Okay, welcome back to Reloading Journey. This is going to be a little different segment, a little bit different video than I've done before. It's one I'm going to call Hero or Zero. And what it entails is I had one of my subscribers reach out to me and give me an idea or a little trick to help a product work a little bit better, and I'm going to see if it works. If it works, he's a hero. If it doesn't, he's a zero. So if you kind of like this and you've got some ideas, send them in to me. Just keep in mind it has to be something to do with something I have or something, it's in my wheelhouse, something I'm capable of doing. But just any little tips and tricks, little things, we'll give it a shout and see if you're a hero or a zero. So we're going to start this off with the C-Funk 30. The C-Funk 30. So what he says, it's been a while since I had my Loadmaster, but if you take a penny and drill a hole in the exact center of it, then put a bolt through the penny and into the hole in the center of the four holes in the collator, prevents all upside down cases. So he posted this on my video on the APP press. And I had mentioned in there, I had a few come across upside down, the wrong way. And if that helps. So I've ran thousands of cases through that now. I like to deprime all my cases before I do a final wash on them, before I load them. So I like to have my primer pockets clean and everything. I just like them clean. So through that, I've had times where I might get a few of them come across upside down, or I might go a while without any. But if I can stop it and have none of them, it's a win-win. So what you're going to need for this is, well, first off, I want to preface this with saying that the collator is made to run different calibers. So I'm running 9mm. 9mm, they have the holes big enough to do 45. So the hole is pretty wide, and what happens is it's wide enough that even the open end on the 9mm can get far across to where it's almost tippy towards the hole, and if it shakes a little bit, it will fall in. So the preface is if you take the penny and put the penny there, it's making that hole a little bit smaller to where it can't go across far enough to have the open end be heavy enough to fall in, but your primer end, especially with the primer, it's still heavy enough to fall in. So keep in mind, if you try to do it with 45, it's going to make the hole too small. It's not going to work. So just see what you're running. So what you're going to need for this is, of course, your collator. If you don't have that, then turn this video off, go away, and don't watch, because it's not for you. But or you can watch it just because it's fun to watch. You're going to need, of course, a 9mm case, of course, a penny, calipers to find the center of your penny, your dentist tool to just something to scratch the penny, describe it to find your center, something to punch the center, a hammer, and yes, it's a big hammer, but I was always told if it doesn't work, use a bigger hammer, so I always start with a bigger hammer. Either it's going to work, or what I'm working on is never going to work again. So, and a drill. And, of course, the bolt. I lucked out. The bolt I have goes in about 3/4 of the way and actually starts threading into the plastic. So go figure. Lucky me. If I was in Vegas, I'd go gambling again. So, and the important thing, if you're like me, your close-up work eyes. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and move the camera over here, and we're going to see if the C-Funk 30 is a hero or a zero. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to start this off with the penny. We're going to take our calipers and find the width of the penny, and we're going to go right at, I'm going to call it 19 millimeters. So half of 19 is going to be what, 8.5. This could be a pain. Come on. It's not looking centered. Did I do something wrong there? Oh, shoot. I'm stupid. That's 9.5, not 8.5. 9.5. Why'd you guys let me do that? Sitting out there, I know you're laughing at me. Alright, well, close enough for government work. Okay, now it's going to be on. I was looking at that going, it's not looking right. What the hell? Now. That's looking better. There we go. Now we got a center. Now we got a center point. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring up. I'm going to get my, what I'm going to use is the center punch. So after moving here from Vegas, I still don't know where all my tools and a lot of my stuff is, but all right, let's go ahead and give this a start. All right, now, I don't know if you can see over here. I'll move the camera up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and clamp it all down to the table, see if I can get it to hold the penny so I can drill it. Come on, work with me here. Well, come on, grab. There it goes, I heard it. Maybe not. Yeah. Here, let me slide this. I'm really making this hard on myself. All right, there. Now it'll. That's better. All right, and I checked my drill. It's perfect size for that bolt. We'll go ahead and there. Up. Time to plug that in. All right. Go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. Pretty close, pretty close. So, now take this, put it through. Go ahead and tighten it on in. And there we go. So now, as you can see, the case can't go far enough to be heavy on that end. But, yep, it still will work. Well, yeah, still works from there. So, now it's just a matter of throwing it on the AP press and running some rounds through it. So let me move the camera back and we'll have a look at it. Okay, so here we go. I got a bunch of cases ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing them in and see how it does. All right, I will say I don't see anything in upside down, but I will say my hole isn't perfectly centered. If you have a drill press, a better way to, get it perfectly centered, I think a little bit better. It looks like I got, it might be on this side a little bit more, but I'm going to go ahead and run through all these. I'll go and I'll speed it up and just see what we get for upside down. I don't care if the one tube doesn't fill all the way up. As I go, it's going to pop some in there. It'll help. So, all right, let's go. All right, well, I'm going to say that it's a win. Shout out to the C-Funk 30 winner, Hero. I definitely think they could be fine-tuned. Even once I did, like my last one, I put a few less in there, shook it a little bit different, and they seem to fall in faster. Again, if you had a better machine to get the perfect center, or maybe even make something, find a washer that's a little bit smaller than the penny, something, but the idea behind it, the preference, the whole idea behind it works right. So I didn't add all those. I went through, it's got to be a couple hundred there, and never had one upside down. I'm going to keep going through these, but I'm not going to make you sit around. I think it's a win. Again, shout out to the C-Funk 30 Hero in my book. Thanks. If you guys have any ideas or anything like this, let me know. If it's something that's a little too crazy, maybe I could shout out to Bragging Rights, Randall Bragg. It's over there, Bragging Rights. He has CNC machine, 3D printer. Maybe we could collab on something and come up with something. He's smarter than I am and has all those fun tools. But for the most part, let's just see if we can keep it, just simple little things like this, and we'll try it. And if you guys come up with some ideas, we'll see if we can take this somewhere and do some more. So it was fun, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.